Bruce says it's not a bad idea. That is how drugs sneak in, not across the river. We just need to think this out like it was thought out for the air passengers. I love you, Bruce, but I beg to differ in this regard. I don't know if you were here when I gave the story about Panama. The problem isn't on the supply side. The problem is on the demand side. America demands drugs. Okay? If you want to solve the problem at the border with drugs, let stop Americans from wanting drugs. We love our drugs. We love our marijuana. We love our coke. We love our amphetamines. We love all of that. In fact, we love it so much that we have a legal sector and an illegal sector. We have the legal sector selling drugs that are more dangerous than the ones coming over from Mexico. If you doubt it, ask my daughter about some of the drugs that she's had to take. So that's all I'm saying. We allow them to design how we think about drugs and all these kinds of things, right? I'm for legalizing everything and then solving the problems afterwards. Because nobody had to tell me not to do drugs. I didn't do drugs. I'm not trying to be a goody two shoe at all. I swear to God, I have a lot of friends that do drugs. I love them, and I don't. And by the way, I have a whole lot of friends who drink as well. I don't think drinking alcohol is any different than smoking marijuana. It's any different than taking coke. I had a friend in college that took a lot of coke. His body could handle the coke. He was a fully functional coke addict. He could take coke or he could leave coke alone. Doesn't matter with him. I had another friend in college that the first time he took coke, he became an addict and it destroyed his life. I have a friend who is an alcoholic, destroyed his life. I have a friend who drinks a lot like a sailor, never gets drunk and can do without alcohol. Again, it is what we've done with criminalization of drugs. It's crazy. We've made drugs into something that it shouldn't be. And by the way, I just came to this conclusion several years ago when I really sat down and analyzed it. People self-medicate with alcohol. So others may decide to do it with marijuana. Come on, man. Better not everyone is like you, and your opinion on drugs is so low to people that lose kids to fentanyl. What about people who lose kids to a fever that they couldn't solve because the Republicans in Texas didn't give us Medicaid expansion to the Affordable Care Act? So you're going to tell me somebody's going to get mad at me because I said I want to legalize drugs so that those people who lost their kids, instead of losing their kids because they had to hide and take drugs, they could take drugs and get the help that they needed. Right? The difference, again, though, is that what our Republican legislature is doing by denying people health care, by denying people education, they are killing people. What I am talking about is making people have the options that they can get help or we can provide help to them. Don't conflate them. Open your mind. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.